Hi, it's Navi from EverydaySocialite.com. I wanted to come to you guys with an update. I know I've been MIA from the YouTube scene for, I don't even know, like 3 to 4 months, and it's been because this summer was just completely crazy. And I've missed thrifting, and I haven't done it quite as much also because I had one of those, mid or birthday turning 27 epiphanies that I already have a ton in my closet. And as much as I love shopping for a bargain, I think I've mentioned it in other thrift hauls that there does come a point when enough is enough. And I've also realized that there's a lot of stuff that I like and I'll buy when I'm thrifting just because it's so cheap. And then I start to add it all up and I'm like, wow, I kind of still like the stuff, but I could have saved this money and gotten something really nice that I really like. But I spent it all in here, there, and sporadically rather than on saving in one big purchase. So one of the things I've been trying to do lately is just really cut back on shopping in general. And I still love watching all of your guys' hauls and all of your thrift hauls, so I'm living vicariously through you. But for me, it just came in a time when I'm like, wow, like, my closet is full. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do, like traveling and whatever, that I need to save up my money for. So that's why I've been MIA from the thrift haul scene. But please keep making your videos because I'm continuing watching them and living through you guys. The other thing was that I was also gone because I was training with Team in Training for the Nike Women's Half Marathon. That was just last week. I finished. Yay! This is my first half marathon ever, and I am not a runner. If any one of my friends from like grade school or high school or college or even, last year is watching, they would know that I am not a runner. I hate running, even with an iPod. It's so monotonous, and you're just like, I'm still going. I don't know when it's gonna end. And you just get so tired. And that was me, but I decided, okay, like, you're not getting any younger, so you might as well try out and cross it off of your bucket list and just do a half marathon. I was originally going to train for the full marathon, but then I thought to myself, okay, I'm not crazy. Like, to go from couch potato or, blog potato, computer potato, um, to, a marathon runner, I thought that would be okay. That's too much stress, for me to worry about, especially I want to enjoy my first marathon or half marathon. So I cut it down to the half, and it was fantastic. Um, I don't even know what to say. I'm so glad that I did it, and I did it with Team in Training, which is, if you guys aren't familiar, the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, they have an athletic program where, you're promised to raise a certain amount of funds, and then they pretty much train you to run these. You can either do marathons, half marathons, they train you on triathlons. I'm trying to think what else they train you on. Hikes? I'm not positive, but definitely I know marathons, half marathons, and triathlons. And it's a fantastic program, and I was able to complete, although definitely at a very, very, very slow pace, my half marathon. I was really excited about that. But the reason I want to tell you is if there are any YouTube ladies out there, men also, although you guys, are small, for the Nike Women's Marathon next year, if you've never heard about it, it's fantastic. It's here in San Francisco, and it just goes pretty much like along the bay or along the edge of San Francisco and pretty much through a lot of the hills and really gorgeous scenery. But ladies, the real reason, and I'm going to admit it here on YouTube, that I went was simply for the medal. You know how usually after you finish like a marathon or something, they give you this honking big medal with like this big, ribbon, and you're like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but thank you, yay, I finished a race. The one thing, and probably the main reason that a lot of the women did it, and there were 22,000 runners, so maybe a lot of them did it for this reason, is because your medal is, bam, a Tiffany & Co. necklace. So let me just open up really fast. If there's a little pouch. And each year they make it different. This year's, of course, this is going to be backwards because I'm filming this on my MacBook. It says, I don't know if you can see that. Oops. NWM, which is Nike Women's Marathon with a little Nike logo. Then on the back, it says, oof, I don't know if you can see that either. Well, it says I run to be, and then it's blank because they were allowing you to, I think if you bought something from Nike, you can get it engraved with whatever you wanted to be like. I run to be sexy. I run to be fit. I run to be not a couch potato. Oh, whatever will fit on there. And then just on the bottom, it says Tiffany & Co. Not sure if you could see that either. But this is your medal. Yes. I'll get a lot more use out of this than I will a honkin' big, massive circle with a ribbon on top of it. I maybe be able to use that during Halloween, but that's it. This thing, though, it's not only just, oh, yay, I got a Tiffany's necklace, but it'll always remind me, like, hey, I went from couch potato to running a half marathon. Not too shabby. Oh, and ladies, if you are considering running it for next year, I swear they hand-pick them because I've seen some of San Francisco's firemen, and, they do a fantastic job, but these ones were exceptionally, or maybe the line that I was in, but they have firemen in tuxedos with platters of these Tiffany's necklaces that as you cross the finish line, you see, you're all gross and sweaty and you're like, oh, let me finish, I'm going to die. And then you come and there's, of course, some really, gorgeous looking fireman in tuxedo, with a platter of Tiffany's necklaces. It's quite funny, but it's a little inspiring. You're like, my necklace, almost there. But yeah, and then at the end, they also give you, this massively bright neon finishers t-shirt, which I kind of feel like I should have gotten the size up because it fits and it's snug. When I'm running, I just don't like things to be too tight. But oh well. It's going to get gross and sweaty anyway, so who cares? But yeah, so that's kind of why I've been missing. I do have a whole bunch of ideas for a couple thrift hauls. I did do a bit of thrifting, and I've done a few pieces here and there, but not really enough that warrants a YouTube haul, dedicated to it alone. So there are a few items that you guys haven't seen that I've picked up in the past summer of 2011, although I know we're already going into fall. But yeah, and I'll be showing you guys that. I'm kind of breaking them up into segments to also, make the most out of them and to make more than just one big, huge collective haul since I am cutting back on the shopping. But yeah, that's where I've been. And, thank you guys for who's subscribed and continues to subscribe, even though I haven't put up one lately. But thank you. And I will be coming back more. Oh, also, if you visit my website, it's down. I'm trying to revamp that as well. So I know that I've mentioned it in my other YouTube hauls, and my new people may come and be there's nothing on your blog. Yes, I know, and I was supposed to get it up and running at the end of September, but as life will have it, I haven't. So I will get that up as soon as possible, aiming for November 1st. Well, now that I kind of said it, I kind of feel like now I have to, because you've heard it, and you might start bugging me and be like, hey, why isn't your blog up? But yes, so that's what I've been doing. I've been training. I've been trying to save my money, and I've been realizing that my closet is already too full. So thank you guys, and I will continue to watch your YouTube thrift hauls and fashion ones and live vicariously through you. So this is Navi from EverydaySocialite.com, and I'll let you guys know when my blog is back up so you can check it out. Thanks.